from
Switzerland.
Switzerland. You know, we also got in red right there, Burnt Road Digger. He is an accomplished windsurfer, downwind paddler in his own right. And Nick Crittenod from...
Nice carving turn to open up for Bent Road Digger. Tags the whitewater section, still not done here. Switching up the paddle, cuts back into the pocket. This wave's going to have a little shallow section right here. Nice turn, rotation, beautiful. Kind of stalls up there, little style. He's throwing everything at the book at this wave.
Yeah, and you're going to see that with Bant. Bant's one of the most stylish surfers out here for sure, and I just love watching him surf. And you can see he had a good rhythm on that wave, right? And that's so important. You want to look smooth. Bant's wave right here. So you see how he's patient, waits for the waves to do the work. Nice sweeping cutback. Gets that knee nice and low, and I love this timing right there. A little rebound. He's really good at these foam climbs right here. Those are really hard to do. You see him cut back here, and I love this right here. You see him kind of put on the brakes right there. See the little stall waiting for the section to line up, and he just times it perfect. Boom, nice rhythm. Another foam climb, and then, of course, Bant has to throw a little style in, and then, you know, he's going to finish off a little cross step, and then look, the flamingo. And I know his dad's down here. Really good support that Dave has here. And Bant down in the corner. Bant Road Digger in red. Off the bottom. Sweeping carve right there. Nice smooth style from Bant. Here we go. Through the lip. Boom. Oh, and he throws the tail right there. Nice release. I just love Bant's rhythm. And he gets another carve. Turns it into a sweeping kind of two excellent turns. Watch him drop in right here. Bant's loving this carve right here. And I just love his patience. He just seems to be waiting for it. And I love the tail drift. Releases the waves. And this was an interesting turn. I just love the flow. Carves it off, comes back. Unable to hang on right there, but I just love the variety Bant's showing right now.
Here we are with Bant Road Digger, representing the United States. Bant, you won that heat. Tell us about your preparation. It's 10:30 now. What time do you wake up, and how do you prepare for your heat?
Preparation, I wanted to wake up at 5:30. I ended up waking up at 6:30, and that was pretty typical for me, so I felt like it's a normal day. But yeah, no, I mean, mainly trying to do things that calm me, you know, eating things that are normal for me. Going on a walk in the morning is nice on the beach. It's nice to, like, watch the waves and listen to the waves before you actually go out and surf the waves. Yeah, little rituals. I like to stretch. I like to do yoga. And I like to watch my friends surf as well. Like, I was watching Giorgio 2 heats before this one, and that's very inspiring because I like his style quite a bit.
Okay, we have a little lull, so I'm going to ask a second question. Tell us, I know you're very well read. My favorite question to ask you, what books did you bring on this trip?
Oh, I brought Plato, Plato's Republic. And I also have been actually not reading, but watching Get Back from on Disney. And that is a very inspiring show about the Beatles. And just watching the Beatles, like, do their thing and play and have fun. And it kind of reminds me that this whole thing is play. It's all fun. And the more fun that you're having kind of thing, you know, the better that you do. Yeah, so those are my inspirations right now.
Awesome, Bant. Well, thank you. Great job. Good luck in the next round, and back to you guys.
Have you seen that documentary about the Beatles Get Back? Of course, I used to DJ on the radio at classic rock station, so that was a must. You know, when it came out day one, I was watching the Get Back series. It's about the time that they were recording their last few albums, and of course, it just captures Paul and John and how they work together, and kind of a little bit of, you know, the Beatles riff, because, you know, they did break up a year after the Get Back sessions in the Apple Studios.
And we've got Benoit already up and riding on his opening ride. Nice looking right in front of him. Nice clean face as he carves his way through, engages that full rail, and keeps it nice and smooth. Looking side to side, trying to decide, putting that little stall on the board as well. Setting himself up here for another nice carve. And setting himself up for one more flat section, but putting in as much effort as he can.
Yeah, good opening wave. We're going to see Benoit surf a lot better. Bant just finishing up his wave, and we'll get a replay of that one.
Bant now paddling back out. And
Bant's one of those crossover athletes. He's a professional windsurfer. He has won the Aloha Classic over in Ho'okipa, Maui at his spot, and did not do so well last week at the return of Ho'okipa. There were some lighter winds. There were some smaller waves, not the epic conditions. But Kai Lenny did make the final and placed in third. So congratulations to Kai. But I know Bant really, all the Maui windsurfers want to win the Aloha Classic. It's been around since the early years, in the early 80s. So it's one of the granddaddy of them all to win.
a 7.33 has dropped through for first of Bant.
Yeah, here we go. Boom. That's what we missed, that opening turn. Good slide there from Benoit, the gold medal champion from 2019 in El Salvador. Banks it off the whitewater. This is where he kind of looked lost. Should I go left? Should I go right? I'm going to go right. Okay, here he goes. A multi-world champion in windsurfing, and his grandfather invented the sport. So, we're watching here Benoit using his speed, using his technique. Nice floater on top, digging in that heel side rail, going through that. And on the outside, fellow Maui surfer, Bant Rodinger. Nice, working his way up, using that paddle to prop him back up. He was going to wipe out there. Then, boom, back onto the forehand side. Really pushing that board high on the whitewater, keeping that nose free. Boom, one more time. Even slashing through like it's an open face. Rodinger sliding right through that whitewater like it's not even there. There, switch stance. We saw him in his first round heat actually take off goofy foot. He's been known for that.
Scores coming through now, a 4.17 for last of Bant. His first wave, a 5.50, has him sitting in second. Scores in for last of Red for Benoit was a 4.9, so that solidifies himself in the lead and puts a 6.74 requirement on the board for our surfer in second. So important for them to be keeping a check on their health, making sure that they're staying in the shade, cool and hydrated, so that they can come out to put on performances like we're seeing from Banff throughout today. Nice up into the section for that first turn. And he's chasing a 6.74 for our surfer in yellow to take the leading position. Gets way up on the front of that board to gain some speed and momentum. Great footwork to get back onto the tail, but cannot execute the finishing turn. Maximiliano as well had a look at that wave and got a bit of work done. We'll have to wait till the replays to see. Benoit now driving through that first turn. Great style. Nice line that he's drawing as well. Straight through the lip. Climbs the foam. Nice use of the paddle as well to keep his balance, to keep himself on that board. And just finding turn after turn on another impressive ride. He's sitting with a 7.33 as his high score so far. Looking to gain some speed as he comes through to the inside, hits that section. Looking for one last corner to finish off with. And stands tall as he can feel the legs burning. Into what would be two of the highest scores of the heat. The only one getting into that excellent score would have to be Maximiliano at the moment, as we see Bamp now getting those couple of turns out the back. Now cruising along here, finding that little line in the foam, waiting till he gets into this open face again. Love that little crouch down style to just keep that style in control. Goes up to that front third of the board. Pedals back now and is making it look so easy. This wave's giving him a bit of lip to handle as well, which is nice to see. That nice critical nature the judges are paying close attention to. So great selection from the American. So some solid surfing coming through from Bant, but it is the Frenchman and Benoit who has just dropped in a 7.50, the highest wave of the heat so far, to solidify himself in the lead with 50 seconds on the clock. We can see Claudio taking another paddle here on the inside, down to 15 seconds on the clock, and great performances for these two on screen. In France and USA, keeping their surfers in the top round heading into tomorrow's competition. It'll be Italy and Argentina relegated to the repechage round, and they'll have some work to do tomorrow, but they do have another shot, which is great to see. Scores through for Lasta Blue, a 3.33, does not change his situation.